Good evening guys, welcome back to another interesting video of Success Tracker. There are some facts that we have intuitively familiar with, either because we are known to it since childhood or because they are so deliberate that no one could contradict. We never spend much time contemplating such facts, but if someone raises a voice, why to such facts? We get stunned and try to avoid the question by mocking him. But there is a chance for yourself to sway in front of an interview board with such an enthusiastic attitude. But here you will get the answer of such whys. The first question among them were, why were animals sent into space before humans? We learned somewhere in our encyclopedias that the first living being to reach space was a dog. Why was that not a human, or why should we waste spending time and money to send a mere dog? Here's it. The first Earthling to orbit our planet was just 2-year-old and plucked from the streets of Moscow barely more than a week before her historic launch. Her name was Laika. She was a terrier mutt and considered a dog under by everyone who met her. Before the manned space flights in the 1960s, scientists were unsure if humans could survive a rocket ride into the Earth orbit, where astronauts would experience weightlessness and higher levels of radiation. So, they sent test flights crewed by a small zoo's worth of animals: fruit flies, monkeys, mice, and dogs. Laika's 1957 mission paved the way for the first manned space flight by Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin in 4 years later. The second question was, why do astronauts wear protective suits in space? The image of an astronaut stored in our mind will comprise 90% of the suit he wears. But how much do we know about the specialities of the suit, and why is it necessary to have the kind of enveloping? Let's look onto that. Space is a hostile place. Is it? Never, because more than 20 astronauts have died doing their jobs. The outer space lacks air, and air pressure is blasted by radiation and is either extremely cold or hot depending on whether an astronaut is in the sun or shade. A spacesuit recreates all the comforts of human air pressure, temperature control, and even a potty while the astronauts works in the dangerous void between worlds and stars. The first spacesuits were modified pressure suits used in the US Navy's high-altitude jet planes. The third question was, how fast can our spaceships travel? A spaceship has a giant figure as its distance to destination. Hence, you will definitely have a ballpark figure as the speed of the spaceship. From us, you may know the real figure. Unlike airplanes, spaceships zipping through the void of space aren't slowed by the friction from the atmosphere around them. Using rocket propulsion and the gravity of the sun and planets to sling them across the solar system, our fastest space probe can reach speeds of 150,000 miles an hour, that is 241,000 km per hour. That may sound fast, isn't it? But it's only the tiniest fraction of the speed of light and much too slow for travel beyond the planets in our solar system. The first manned flights to Mars will take at least 6 months. A modern spaceship would take tens of thousands of years to reach Alpha Centauri, the nearest star to our solar system. Have a comparison at your leisure on the speed with the maximum speed you have traveled. Be an astronaut if speed thrills you. The fourth and final question in this video was, why do I have a fingernail? Humans evolved with flattened fingernails instead of thicker, sharper claws and found on most mammals. Researchers think that fingernails and toenails helped our ancestors climb trees, peel fruit, and use simple tools. And fingernails are still useful today. Their color and condition offers clues about your overall health. Nail polish turns them into fashion accessories. You use them to pop upon the tops of soda cans. And nothing makes a better back scratches than a nice set of nails. Believe it or not, that armor plating at the tips of our fingernail is made of the same stuff as your hair and skin, a protein called keratin. It's also in the hooves and horns of animals. What a omnipresent thing keratin is. Also, there is another fact worthy of a mention relating to our finger. Nothing, just about our number system. Our decimal number system, which is based on the numbers 1 through 10, was inspired by the 10 fingers of our ancestors. That's why the word digit means finger in many languages. If we had evolved with, say, 7 fingers, we should have a number system based on 7 numbers. That is, once we counted to 7, we should move right to 11, and it would seem totally natural to us. For students, this is a pure assertion, for there is nothing wrong in using fingers to count. Blame shall be launched on our ancestors henceforth. The universe itself is a matter of amazement. Everything residing here has its own rationality. We still the ultimate moment of perishing. Carry out the quest in the universe. We here have mentioned certain cases. We hope you have obtained a satisfactory reason for the naughty nature play in these cases. The curiosity of some man led us to their much advancement. The question why should always come to you. Remember that these clear facts are too not shielded from questioning. So with your support, we will upload more such videos. Thank you guys. Click the like button below if you like the video. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for getting notification of our latest videos. Also, share the video and add your valuable comments in the comment box. Thank you for supporting us.